Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. It's Tim again here, and thanks for coming back. We're on to step 3. Have you looked at steps 1 and 2? If not, then they're on this blog too, so you should be able to go and find them. There should be a link somewhere where you can link to them above or below these videos. But if you haven't, I strongly recommend you do. It's a free resource, and in my experience, this really is the best information that I've come across in my years and years and years of helping people lose weight. Helping people, I coach people now to lose weight and losing half a pound a day and keeping it off as an average, and these tools that you're getting through these slideshows and this audio, these are the absolute best tools. This is the system, this is the process that I take people through to help them make these changes. Now, I know it's not always easy just doing it from listening to someone or reading a book or whatever else. Statistically, a lot of people don't go ahead and take the action. They don't do what they need to do. And if you're being coached, then that's helpful, And if coaching is something you're actually interested in, I want to put it out there to you. You may have had an offer of a free coaching session with me already. I offer it from time to time when my schedule frees up a little. And right now I'm in a place where my schedule is freeing up a little, so I want to make sure you've got that offer. So below these videos there is a link, and that link, you'll see it below, that will take you through to a page where you can schedule a free coaching session with me. And during this session I will help you get crystal clear on what you want and why you want it, and help you focus and hone in on that. I'll also help you uncover some blocks, because whenever we decide to move in a different direction or make a goal happen or change our life in any way, we'll always come up against inner blocks, fears, insecurities, doubts, worries, limiting beliefs, all these things that get in the way. And so I'll help you uncover some of those things that are sabotaging you and holding you back. And thirdly, in your free session, I promise you'll finish that session and leave it renewed, invigorated, inspired, ready to take action and make some changes. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please click the link and go and book a place. I don't know how many people will book places, so you're best off being safe and doing it sooner rather than later to make sure you get a space in the next few weeks. And hopefully I'll speak to you if you do. But anyway, that aside, let me get on with today's topic, or today's lesson for you, or step 3 if you like, which is, as you can see on your screen, the fluid of life. Now, step 1, we talked about your greatest vision for your body, and we walked through creating a vision and getting absolutely clear on what it is and getting all the emotion behind it, because nothing ever really moves until you're absolutely crystal clear on what you want, and just as importantly, why you want it. Really tapping into that emotional drive which will get you there. So that was step 1 that we looked at, always an important first step. Step 2, we looked at the breath of life. Before we get down to eating and exercise, the 2 things that all diets focus on, or most diets I should say, not all but most, before we get down to those, we did step 2, and that was the breath of life. So it's getting clear on how unbelievably important oxygen is as a nutrient to your body, and how much of it you need to get in, and some simple tools I gave you there to start getting more of it in your body, and just bringing life to your system, helping everything work better, and helping you get slimmer ultimately, which is what this program's all about. And step 3, again, before we even get to food or exercise, is the fluid of life. This is such a critical tool. People come and ask me quite a lot, what should I do to lose weight? And, in a very brief conversation with a stranger, it's a bit much to go over the whole 7-step process or go into depth on anything. And so through the years, I've really thought about what are the couple of things that really, really make the big difference. And the fluid, drinking the right amount and the right type of fluid, definitely is one of the top 1 or 2 things that you should focus on. If you only do 1 or 2 things, it should be one of the top 2 things that you focus on to really make this shift. So, the fluid of life. Let's get on with it, shall we? Do you remember I asked this question, if you saw this training video number 2, or step 2, which was the breath of life, I asked this question at the beginning. And the question is, how long can the human body last without food? The answer, if you weren't there, I'll explain, maybe 2 to 3 months, maybe longer. There's been documented cases like people going on starvation through protest and lasting 60, 70 days. So 2 to 3 months, maybe longer, but 2 to 3 months is a good bar to set. And then I asked you, how long can the human body last without water? And the answer to that, again, there might be some cases that show incredibly long amounts of time, but generally 5 to 6 days is about the average you see through most documentation of how long the body can last without water. And then the final question on last one was, how long can the body last without oxygen? And that led us to step 2, which was the breath of life. So we're going to stay here today. Obviously, the fluid of life is the topic. It's the title. It's this step. And so we're stopping here. So the reason these steps are coming before food, as you can see, if I ask you how long can the body last without food, 2 to 3 months, maybe longer. Oxygen and water are much more critical for the body to just survive and thrive up front. Do we need food? Of course we do. And we need the right food, and we need lots of it every day, etc., etc. But certainly we need to focus on oxygen and fluid as a first port of call. Listen, your body is a big, big mass of water. Your muscles and heart are approximately 75% water. Your brain, 83% water. Your lungs, 86% water. Your eyes are approximately 95% water. Your blood, approximately 90% water. Even your bones are approximately 22% water. So your body is on average 70-75% total water. This gives us a great indication of something that we need to be putting in our body on a very regular basis every day in large quantities. You know what it is, right? It's water. You simply must drink more. There's no two ways about it. It's absolutely incredible to me. And it may well be to you, and you possibly fall in this category. If you're overweight, there's a very good chance you fall in this category. Approximately 75% of American adults are dehydrated. I believe that's about the same statistic for UK adults too, and kind of most countries, I'm sure. We are just dehydrated. There are some countries in this world where the poor souls can't even get to water as much as they'd like to. We have got it free flowing as much as we want. Not necessarily the best water coming out of our taps, but we'll come to the quality of water a little bit later in this step. But I want to make it clear, most people in society, for every 4 people, probably 2.5 to 3 of them are dehydrated. It is causing so many problems within your body, it's unbelievable. So, how much should you be drinking, and what should you be drinking? Well, how much? Consider this first of all. Consider, if you don't get enough water, you will get fat. Plain and simple. If mild dehydration kicks in, which is the case for 3/4 of the population, this slows metabolism by as much as 3%. Now, you've all heard the word metabolism, and you know what it refers to. So, can you imagine the slowing down of your metabolism by 3% is hugely effective and impactful on your body's ability to be slim, quite simply put.